Hey, this is Coach Beady Waddell, West Meck High School, and I'm here rocking out with Grandosiá Productions.
First to say congratulations to you, man, for getting a job at West Meck. How you feel?
Man, I feel excited. I feel relieved to finally know what I got going on for 2020, ready to get rolling.
All right, speaking of 2020, it seemed like it's going to start off kind of slow for you. You got the COVID-19 going on. What's some of the things that y'all putting in place at West Meck to get your players ready for the fall season?
Well, I'm in a unique situation, being a first-year head coach at West Meck. So it's been kind of rough up and down, trying to get to know kids, trying to get to know the community. With having all this going on, I hadn't really been able to do the things that I want to do. So implementing things like Zoom, social media platforms like Twitter, those are the things that we've been implementing, and just old-fashioned making phone calls, calling parents, calling kids, and just trying to connect with the kids in the community.
All right, before you came to West Meck, we know a little about you on the show. You was at Hunter Huss. Now, what was your position at Hunter Huss coaching?
Oh, man, I wore many hats at Hunter Huss. Okay. I was the linebacker coach, assistant defensive coordinator, head strength coach, spent some time coordinating special teams. So I had my hands a little bit of everything.
So what's one thing that you learned being on the staff there that you taking over to make West Meck? Because, you know, the last couple of years, y'all was running the gun. Y'all was running the show down here in Gaston County. Y'all was going deep into the playoffs every year. What you taking with you to West Meck as the head coach now to where we're going to see that same production?
I just think that that grind, just being able to show up early, stay late, having that good work ethic, I think that's the first thing that I'm taking over there with me. Just understanding the recruiting game. We did a lot of things in the recruiting game, getting kids to college. So taking that whole mentality of building student athletes, helping kids go to school, and just be willing to roll your sleeves up and do that dirty grind work that has to be done behind the scenes.
Now, do you have anything for the community? As far as I know, sometimes when new head coaches come in, the community, they don't really know what's going on. Do you have anything for them to let them know, like, it may be a slow process, we hitting the ground running fast, we have our expectations? Like, what's your expectations at West Meck?
Man, my thing is just to come in and change the whole culture.
Gotcha.
To come in there and just create a culture of excellence, a culture of going to college, a culture of getting it done in the classroom, a culture of grinding it out in the weight room. Those are the things I'm really big on, is the weight room, getting it done in the classroom, and getting to college. So just building that whole culture and becoming a family. That family environment is what we were doing at Huss. So just bringing that all the way over to West Meck, doing those little things like that.
Gotcha. Is there any pet peeves you have that's going into this year that you don't want to see, that you know, what's one of your pet peeves as coaching that you got going on?
Oh man, I don't like laziness.
Okay.
I'm okay with you not understanding something, or I'm okay with you needing some extra help in some areas. But man, I expect you to give me 110, because I'm gonna give you 150. So those things like that. Just I don't like guys who don't like to work hard. So just bringing that whole mentality of, man, we got to grind it out to get to the next level. So that's one of my pet peeves is guys that don't want to work hard.
So players, make sure you bring your A game every day, else you ain't gonna be on the field. So Friday nights in Charlotte, man, that's a lot different than being in Gastonia.
Yes.
Like, the bands, first of all, at a school like West Meck, predominantly what, black?
Yes.
Got the band going. How do you keep the players focused though? Because for you coming from Huss to this, it's a whole big machine in Charlotte now.
It is. The one thing I will say about Huss to West Meck is it's some of the same dynamics in the Huss building that's in the West Meck building, but the whole Charlotte scene is a whole different ball game. The stakes are a little higher, the lights are a little brighter, the competition is a little better. So, and there's some ball players in Gaston County, don't get me wrong, but man, it's just a bigger pool in Charlotte to pull from. So man, just coming into that whole Charlotte scene, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about raising my game up. I'm excited about raising the game of the coaches around me and just making sure those kids are locked in and focused on what we're trying to accomplish.
So, being that as a bigger pool, bigger challenge, how do you keep that family dynamic and that head coaching dynamic? Because like we said off camera earlier, the grind the last couple of years you've been putting in, it takes a toll on you.
It does.
So now that this is a career move, because this is your first head coaching job.
Yes.
Now this is a career move. You in it now. Ain't no going back.
All the way.
How do you keep everybody happy? How do you keep everybody happy?
I think it's important to have your family involved in what you're doing. So for me personally, I have a son. He's going to be in 9th grade. So that automatically puts my family in it. You know, that puts my wife in it. That puts my daughters in it. And we come from a sports family. So my wife is all into the game. My daughters are all into the game. So for me, man, it's just about making sure that I keep them active and involved in everything that we're doing, which they already want to be active and involved. So, I mean, I'm just not excited. My son is excited. My wife, my kids. So, man, we ready to go.
Have you ever coached your son before in football?
Yeah, I coached him when he was younger.
Okay, so that's going to be a smooth.
Yeah, it'd be a smooth. And I coach him in the AAU circuit, in the AAU football circuit. I coach him too. And we work out every day. He was there with me every day at Huss. You know, he was the ball boy at Huss last year. Okay. You know, got in the weight room with us a little bit. So, you know, we're excited about working together.
So, one of the big questions I have at all the schools, because I actually thought you was going to get the job at Huss. Why West Meck?
Well, it was a process. You know, Huss was in a transition between athletic directors. And so I just started putting myself out there to see what my value was on the market. And I put myself out there, and 3 or 4 schools started calling me back. And when West Meck called me, man, the AD, the principal, the assistant principals, the head coaches of the other sports, man, we just all hit it off. And it just felt like a big family environment. It felt like a good atmosphere. The facilities were nice. Okay. Turf field, the Adidas contract and sponsorship, rebuilt weight room. So it just felt good, and it just felt like, you know, they recognized immediately when I walked in the room that I was their guy, and it just felt good to be somebody's guy.
So what's the football philosophy we have going on this year? Are we a spread team, old school run team? Like, what are we looking like? Are you going to have your hands on the defense now? Are you going to have your hands on the offense? Like, are you going to delegate all this out? What are we doing?
For me, it's all about being disciplined and physical, man. We want to be, you know, the old saying, smart, fast, and physical. Okay. So that's the first thing. Defense wins championships. So playing solid defense, being special on special teams, like we talked about earlier, and being explosive on offense. So, you know, we want to make sure that when they come to West Meck or play West Meck, they know, man, it's going to be a dogfight all night long. Offensively, we're going to grind it out, man. We're going to pound the football. We're going to get one-on-one matchups for our athletes. We're going to put our athletes in space in the passing game, and we're just going to get after it a little bit.
Gotcha. That sounds good. So with you hiring your staff, what was that process like? Are you finished doing all that? Are you still putting things together? But like, what was that whole process, being the first-time coach?
Right.
And basically, you the coach, the CEO, and everything right now. Right. So how's that working for you?
It went smooth. It went smooth, man. You know, with the head coach at Huss, Coach McCoy, going down to Charleston, it was a lot of coaches that were just in limbo, and all of them just kind of rode the wave. They jumped on the wave. So I got some guys that I trust, that I've been in the trenches with the last 4 or 5 years at Huss. They came on. Gotcha. And then my thing is, when I get an opportunity, it's about reaching back and giving others opportunities. So I have some young guys that I knew that were former college ball players, just graduating college, looking to get into coaching. So, man, putting together a staff was really fairly easy and was a blessing at the right time that I knew guys that were looking for opportunities.
Gotcha. That sounds good, man. I'm glad that it's working out for you, man. I'm glad that you got your foot in the door at West Meck. And I'm excited to see we have a 2020-21 season. What it's going to bring for us this year. Hopefully see West Meck on top. Doing some great things. I know I'm going to be there supporting you. I haven't been to a game in Charlotte. I know the game started early. It started like 7.
Yeah.
But I'll be there, man, and I want to see what your son going to do. Are you going to have some of the old guys previously that was there at West Meck come out and speak to the fellas about what it means to be at West Meck, or how you doing things with that?
That's big for me, man. That's what I'm all about, is getting those former alumni to come back and be a part of the program. And that matter if you graduated 20 years ago, 10 years ago, if you graduated just last year, I'm all about getting those guys to come back, speak to the kids, be a part of the program, especially the ones that are actually still playing, the ones that are playing college ball, some of those that might be playing in arena ball, Canada. I think it's important for the kids to see those guys and for those guys to be connected to the community, connected to the program. So that's one thing I'm excited about doing at West Meck, because they got some really good boys. I think they got one boy that's at Maryland. They got the Brown brothers that are starting at Chapel Hill.
So I got some talent coming.
Oh, there's some talent coming out of the west side of Charlotte. And that's another thing, just for the record, we keeping all the west side talent in Charlotte at West Meck. So them days of kids on the west side going to Vance and Mallet Creek, man, we keeping those kids on the west side of Charlotte.
You got anything to say to any of the parents, any of the your athletes that's coming up? You have anything to say to them right now when they watch this?
Definitely. I want you guys to know you got a coach that's going to come in and give you everything he has. You have a staff that's behind me that's going to give you 100% as well. And we just hope that you guys are staying safe over this break, that you are staying in shape, that you're running, that you're doing your push-ups, your sit-ups, and making sure you're still feeding your mind, reading every day, staying on top of your grades, staying on top of your books, and just continue to check in, because over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be things on the internet that you can do to stay in shape. We'll start doing different Zoom classes so you can start understanding our playbook and our philosophy. And just when we get back to it, just be ready to work, because, hey, we got a whole new mindset, championship mindset, all about winning championships and sending boys to college.
That's good stuff, man. Well, you know what? That's all we have from Grandosiá TV. Hey, the new head coach of West Meck High School, doing new things, keeping all his players on the west side. He said Vance is in trouble, Independence, West Charlotte, y'all boys in trouble.
Everybody. You coming for everybody.
Hey, that's good stuff right there, man. So I wish you the best, man. Hopefully when COVID's over with, y'all can get back out there. I can come out there and check y'all out.
For sure.
And I definitely will be supporting. You got my support 110%, man.
I appreciate it.
So you have a good one, man. We get back with you later on. We got to check on an update later on in the season.
Definitely.
To see how things doing.
Y'all come out on and join us. I hope you guys can come out to some of the games, put you on the sideline, that you get some exclusive footage in the locker room before the game, after the game, during the game. Hey, we all one family.